Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Age of Wonders Planetside, where we... Planetfall? Welcome back to this planet here in Age of Wonders, where we have 90% won a war. We did most of the hard part, we just gotta deal with the Marauders now. We also have to start dealing with the other player. So, he did not declare war on us during our moment of weakness, and I'm wondering if this is maybe a good time to start pushing our reputation up. It looks like... he said he was going to declare war on us, but also, his opinion of us looks pretty positive. Maybe we can still salvage this relationship. It's possible that he just got distracted. He has other things to do now. Let's try seeking a non-aggression pact. Let's see if he has any interest at all now. Does not align with my plans. That's still... that's a real creepy way to say that. Well... we could try trading him some land. I'm sure that would be, beneficial in... I'm sure he wants land. But I also don't really want to give him a foothold on what is now my landmass. I think we control this whole continent now, right? Well, maybe not, not that I control the whole continent, but there's no other players on the continent right now. It looks like this is all mine, and I think we should probably try to expand to fill it fairly quickly to prevent anybody else from getting a foothold. But I'm all about preventing anybody else from getting a foothold, So, what else do we have that he might want? We don't really have any energy to trade. For some reason my opinion of him went down. Was it because he diplomatic... Oh, okay, yeah. Declining a trade offer. This is, I've made a couple of jokes how dare you tell me how I feel about people, but this is our people, our citizens' opinion of Hatul's empire, right? Not mine. I don't know that it matters too much, though. Alright, so he's trustworthy. Why is he so trustworthy? He has created a non-aggression pact. That's a good thing to do, apparently. What am I? I killed a player. Does that factor in? Remarkably, it does not. It does not factor into your reputation at all. That wasn't even a defensive war. I declared war. I trespassed. From the game's point of view, I trespassed, and then I declared war, and then I murdered the hell out of her, and no reputation hit at all. So that's good to know. That's information that we need. What if I compliment you some more? I don't think that we have any immediate, urgent need for our influence, now that we don't, desperately need to buy units with it. So let's throw some compliments out there. Maybe we can still swing him around to friendship. Okay, we are really, really not in a position to do anything about that right now, so what do we have ready to launch? Just Blessing of Starlight? Okay, end turn then. Let's see what these Marauders do. I'm definitely worried about this. If they attack the Crankshaft Industrial Plant, we lose it. If they attack Essendar as a combined force, we might even lose that. But it looks like they're mostly content to bail. I'm really happy to see that. Yeah, I feel bad about this, but it looks like we maybe we'll have a chance to make it up to them. They would love it if we would build them some monuments. I could do that. I can build you some monuments. We'll get on that as soon as we finish this unit. Okay, colony energy boost. Unfortunately, they're producing some energy. It's not a huge amount. Got our recreational dome. We got our Cosmite Research Center going. We're going to need a lot more Cosmite. You can never have enough Cosmite. So where's the second Cosmite building? Is it at Colonist Care? So this does give us access to an influence building. We probably want to push that way for that at the very least. Okay, colony infrastructure is the second Cosmite building. I was talking about aquatic development. Let's grab this and we'll head through there to some other stuff. We could push forward. I think we'll just wait here though. And then we need to start using our armies to destroy hostiles nearby. Got a lot of Marauders, and there's some... We could go take this. This is maybe what we should do. I was thinking it would be nice to have some of our military fall back. You know what, we should probably figure this out too. Yeah, maybe this is a better plan. Let's have our considerable military sort of meet up with our defense forces, and we'll deal with all the Marauder nonsense, get Saitol back, take Cosbeth, and then we'll figure everything else out from there. So we don't have the resources necessary for colonizers. Let's just keep building. Yeah, you know what? Get in on the monuments for the Paragon. How bad is... Ooh, -7. 8 of that is because it is a volcanic region. Can I develop that off? Is that a thing that we can... How do I get the... I guess we have to click on this. That's right. Okay, here we go. So volcanic, -8 happiness. It doesn't actually say it can be developed away the way that like ion storms and stuff do, so maybe that's just permanent? That means this is going to be a crappy place to live. For everyone, forever. Well, I guess we'll have to develop some kind of strategy for dealing with it. Man, I sure hope Hatal Uruk is not actually going to cross the ocean. He can just stay the hell over there where he is. Ooh, you've met Logan. Logan 1. Do not waste your breath, Minte Stygian. If you displease us any further, we will cut you down and recycle your parts into a less pathetic form. Okay, that's a hell of a way to start a conversation. Nice to meet you. Looks like he does not care for... Yep, does not care for kleptomaniacs. Well... Seems to me that we probably want to try to negotiate off that feeling as quickly as possible. Okay. It is estimated that it would cost us 500 energy to do that. How about this? How about we start with a compliment? And his opinion of Hatal Uruk is neutral. His reputation is totally normal. He declared a war with a minor Casus Belli, and that has given him -200 reputation. So maybe we didn't get maybe we didn't take a reputation hit because it was felt that we had a good enough reason to declare. It feels a little silly because we really didn't, but who knows? May our people leave the Dark Age behind us and prosper together. It sounds like he actually wants to be friends now. No, not quite, not quite. What if I did give you a little something, though? Man, energy and cosmite, those are the things I can least afford to trade. You know what we can do, though, is compliment him even more. Are any of my compliments... Okay, we have 6 turns before any of the compliments wear off. We can try to negotiate something with him. Alright, so we got ourselves a unit mod that I like, and a thing that a tactical operation we'll probably never do. And then what? Well, in order to win the game, we have to pick up a... Where was that thing? Victory. The Unifier Victory. The Unifier Victory is reliant on the Planetary Unification Protocol operation, which is unlocked by Dawn of a New Union, which is a Tier 4 doctrine thing. Really, it's that early in the tree. Is it in the other tree? Oh, this is the military one. Of course it is. Of course that's a society thing. Well, that being the case, what do I actually want to head toward next? The Way of Peace? I do love peace. I know you wouldn't know that from my actions, but I'm telling you now, in the future we will love peace. Utilize psionic energy to preemptively ward a friendly living unit from death. If this battle results in victory, the target unit is revived after combat ends. That's pretty cool. Project pacifism. Just shoot your pacifism at them. It's a video game, so all of our solutions have to take the form of shooting something at someone. Let's just get more air units. Seems like a good versatile option. Okay, that's a quest army that is someone else's problem. We have 9 turns to get the monuments done. I mean, this Penster is going to finish it by itself. I think we'll probably just generate energy for a little while. We need to make some deals with some players. We need to pay some energy to some people. What is this that he's standing on? An Imperial Standard. Okay, let's go get that. Should be extremely safe. Actually, you should probably just stop right there. We have 5 more skill points here in our APC. Backstab, honestly, is not terrible for him, I think. Every unit in the hero's army has 2 damage reduction in all channels against attacks from units with soul burn. That's pretty cool. I think we're going to do that. We're going to really lean into this soul burn mechanic as best we can. We have lots of strat points. I sort of want to prep another Soulfire, because obviously being able to soul burn a whole army right at the beginning of battle is cool, but we probably want to save energy for negotiation right now, and for building colonizing units. You also have a thing. All units in the hero's army get just a damage reduction. I mean, that seems pretty good, man. Hero gains Farsight and has Agile Overwatch. That's also probably good. I mean, I'm assuming that Farsight is exactly what it sounds like. Yep. Yeah, that sounds alright. What else could we pick up here? We could pick up Subterfuge, which is kind of whatever. Backstab, not so good for Sniper Guy, because he's not able to change his angle on people very easily. I think let's grab the Shield Modulator. Damage reduction on the whole army. Seems useful. Essendar is just gonna make us some energy. Ooh. No, Essendar is gonna keep building other stuff. It turns out there is a lot of other stuff we could use. We don't have the option of improving our energy output, so we will instead simply produce energy. So the colonizing units are... Well, the next one's going to cost 30 Cosmite. I'm assuming that they have an escalating Cosmite cost. I guess I don't actually know that for sure. But it's a pretty common thing in games like this, right? We should probably go compliment Logan again. Did we gain a lot less... Oh. He is over here on my landmass. Nope, we did not gain a lot less energy than I thought. We just got robbed, that's all. We have no information about who planted them. I mean, I have some information about who planted them. Okay, again, with this, it's just as much a lie this time as it was the last time. Okay, what if we went non-aggression pact, and then also I offered to give you 200 energy? Okay, he really isn't going to give us the non-aggression pact. Well, I guess it's fine. We're just gonna have to kill him. So hold on a second. That unifier thing, Dawn of a New Union. Hero Resurrection Protocol is definitely useful. Relation gains for completing quests increased by 50%, and you just get 100 reputation for having unification efforts in your doctrine slots. So we have to have a required reputation level of virtuous. You don't necessarily have to have a lot of other players around to see how virtuous you are, you just have to be virtuous. I think that we are going to maybe go and grab this real quick. I guess we don't need Hero Resurrection Protocol just yet. Maybe the smart thing to do here would be to work on mountain exploitation. High altitude wind farms seem like a pretty good idea. What do we have a lot of? Is there a colony screen? Yep, this is exactly what I wanted. No, it's not. It doesn't have all of the traits of the things. You know, because every colony has typing on it. Yeah, like what I want is a screen that shows me all of this stuff. Show me the sector analysis pane for all of my colonies at a glance. Is that a thing that exists? I don't believe that it is. Is the colony overview? It doesn't have any other views that it can be switched into or anything. That's a shame. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to do this the slow way. Also, it sucks that clicking on the city closes that panel. So we have an arid plain. This one is Arctic ruins with a lava modifier. Over here we have, this is also not a mountain for sure. I mean, but it's not even enough to just look at the colony itself, right? Because you have to care about your annexes as well. Yeah, this is just not a super easy thing to do. I mean, we can... Can we, from here... Okay, this is a little bit better. I can just get it on the mouse over. So lava, fertile plains, arid. We have a lot of lava. Ruins, Arctic. Yeah, we have a pretty wide spread of things. Just a ton of lava regions, though. Okay, so is there one of these that is lava relevant, or is that's probably something that's like later in the tree? Yeah. Oh, none of these do say lava on them, though. Is there a search? There's not a search bar. Okay, I'm just gonna have to learn this the old-fashioned way. Adaptive exploitation. Okay, here we go. This lets you mess with the lava. I mean, that seems like a pretty good thing. The amount of lava we have running through our territory would make this pretty powerful, so maybe we should just head that way as quickly and effectively as possible. And I really want more energy generation, but it seems like we don't really have the mountain regions to get good advantage out of this. We totally do have some forests. We totally do have fertile plains. In fact, we have a couple of cities with fertile plains. So research and energy sectors in ruins. It's tough to know at a glance which of these is going to give us the greatest benefit. We're probably going to charge through here pretty quickly. And we're about to take some mountainous regions, right? This stuff is mountain. Yeah, it's also volcanic, which sucks. And then over here, this is a mountain. Cytol is a ruin, not a mountain. I guess it makes the most sense to go after, like, fertile plains, maybe? Plains development? Plus food. Yeah, plus food's a good thing. Okay, fertile plains exploitation, pushing forward to all that other stuff that we actually want. We just gotta go through it. May as well grab some XP bonus from the DNA vault as we're coming through. We can't get adjacent to the thing just yet. That's a real shame. That said, it does have actually a pretty weak colony militia. You know what? Stygian can wait back there. I think... Oh, I don't have enough movement to actually attack either, so never mind. Yes, I saw that we finished that already. Remember how I picked the other attack? Okay, 142 energy, so it's going to be like... Another turn after this, we can try to buy that Dislikes Kleptomaniacs trait off of the undead guy, who is definitely siphoning energy from us. Yep, and he tried to do it again. Enemy agents have been caught trying to infiltrate our facilities to install devices. After hours of interrogation, we managed to identify the state behind this dastardly attempt. So now we have that as a bargaining chip. Maybe it's worth pursuing that a little bit. Definitely get me a diplomatic analysis wing. That seems pretty great. All right, Logan, we gotta have words here, buddy. Hey, we're getting through to him slowly, right? First of all, just want to say I really like what you've done with that metal bit that is like roughly analogous to your hair. And then I would love it if we could overcome your dislikes in exchange for me forgetting about that screwed up thing that you did. And also, maybe I give you 350 energy? I would take this deal, actually. Ah, that's a shame. I am not ready to overcome these dislikes yet, but stay on my good side. Maybe we can talk. Okay, how about this? How about we peel all of this stuff? What about just a non-aggression pact? What if we declared that we're not going to murder each other for a little while? Just think about it. Okay, well, we've almost gotten back to positive numbers here. Yeah, we're seeing the real cost of being a kleptomaniac. And again, we have 400 positive opinion here, and it doesn't... there's no way for him to attack us, really. He doesn't gain anything by being at war with us. It's so crazy to me that he would think it's a good idea to attack me, especially after telling me that he's going to do it. That's probably the part that's most upsetting, is that he told me. Alright, let's compliment him one more time. And then we are going to, maybe next turn, try making a real deal with him. I really would like to prime a thing. We just can't, right? We just can't. I need my resources too badly. So we should be able to build ourselves a new colony ship. The additional Cosmite income is really great, and we can get more Cosmite income pretty quickly, because we have a couple of Cosmite rifts. We just need to move people off of them. Alright, well now this is 100% trivial. Oh, I cannot just take them over. I didn't realize that this was even potentially an option. After the collapse of their empire, the citizens of this colony have descended into anarchy and chaos. Then I think that's what I want to do. So we're gonna not spend any influence for a little while. We'll acquire the colony through non-violent means that I did not even realize were on the table. We are going to have somebody over there to do it, though, which is a shame. Okay, I was gonna say, if those marauders aren't here, we'll just waltz in and take the place back over. Alright, in Alsneth, we could produce a colonizer. That probably makes sense, because if we're only going to leave one of these two places on energy production, we want it to be the capital, right? Capital does produce a fair amount. Alright. Here's hoping, man. Oh, Ortonville over here. It does have basic military infrastructure. What am I getting out of this exploitation? Is there an easy way to see? I guess it would be in this menu, right? Like what? Just like what the resource output of a sector is. Oh wow. Upgrades to hydro exploitation are pretty solid. Yo, definitely build up this hydro exploitation. Do that for sure. That's really good. Alright, this is our big negotiation turn is going to be coming up here. We have resources. I don't really want to spend any more influence, but we just won't compliment people. But let's see. We have enough energy that we could at least attempt to buy off the dislike. Oh man, we didn't get here in time to prevent it from flipping. Thieves, traders, go kill those guys, get some more dermal patches, which are totally fine. Yeah, sure. I can totally do that. In fact, we have people pretty nearby. Let's not go over the mountains, I guess? Maybe I shouldn't walk through the place that's called Nuclear Wasteland. So what's the story here? Would I have to convert these guys the same way? Yeah, they have a negotiate cost. Alright, well, we'll be back. Pretty soon, actually. Sindar can annex another sector, which is just like... That is so not right now. Such a not right now kind of concern. Okay, let's talk to some people. Atul Uruk is constantly... He sure is playing like he wants to be friendly. Let's try it now at 500 opinion. No, it's just not going to work. He wants to declare war on me. How about... Let's talk to Logan a little bit here. So we're almost positive with him. And he has not insisted that he's going to declare war on me. So maybe what we should do... Hold on. Let's try to start with this thing. Alright. Then how about just a non-aggression pact? I mean, we're almost at 0. I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned about the fact that he is also saying does not align with my plans. Diplomacy in strategy games is often a bizarrely underdeveloped system. There's a lot of focus on like war making, and I get that, but diplomacy is arguably a lot more important. And the diplomacy systems are always hilariously underdeveloped. Recruit hero. I don't know if we want to recruit a hero right now. I don't know if I want to spend that much power. Or that much energy. Okay, Colonist Care gets us the Virtual Entertainment Plaza, which might be a thing that we need, and Xena Relations would actually be super helpful right now. Like, I know Cosmite matters, but so does our ability to negotiate with these colonies. Alright, so we need to fill in some of the middle of our territory. And we're going to take over a colony here. We're going to take over a colony here. But those are pretty distant thoughts. So the question is, where would we put down a new colony? There's also something worth taking over here. We could just put down right there. I guess that's the direction Vondeper is going to be expanding into. So we don't really need to put down a new colony, except that we're not going to be able to buy up all of the territory in the middle, right? Alsneth is going to be expanding in all kinds of directions. We should probably put it somewhere over here. I know that we're looking at some pretty mediocre land, and it's all volcanic too. Maybe across the ocean? Colonizing vessels float. Yeah, maybe we go to Enraging Gorges. Let's do that. Hero in a bike. I think we're going to not recruit you, at least not this turn. And this should be a thing one army can handle, right? Yeah. I'm gonna turn around. We're gonna wait over here. We should be able to buy this back this turn. Let's do that. Convince these people to join us. We are... Okay, so we'll move up with our syndicate race relations, because this was one of our colonies originally. Racial colonies gain +2 happiness at this acceptance level, this race relation level. 25% influence and energy cost reduction for race events, and +50 opinion from players of that race. And yeah, turn the settlement into a colony, absolutely. It's interesting that losing and then gaining back a settlement causes you to be more well-liked by the people of that race than you would be if you had just never lost it in the first place. What do we need to do in Ortonville? Probably upgrade the water sector. Or like water exploitation seems to be very good. Do we want to start building mirages so we can start taking more water sectors? Maybe. That might be the smart move. We could also build up some of this stuff. Minus energy cost on units or minus energy cost for buying stuff out. Those are both interesting. I don't actually know how this works. It's possible that lowering the energy cost for the unit would lower the buyout cost, because I assume that the buyout cost is based on the production cost, but it might be the case that production cost reductions specifically do not affect buyout. I think we'll make the assembly line. And we have a little bit more in the way of resources. We can try this again. Let me see if maybe we could do a non-aggression pact, but I pay you. How about some of that? What about like 200 energy? This is a bad deal for me. What about like 400 energy? Well, he is not willing to give up his ridiculous war plans for any price. That's really frustrating. That he has just decided there cannot be peace, and that's how it's gonna be. If we were to offer him just the straight up energy cost that it says is fair, would he be into this? No. If we also gave him this? Man, okay, so there's often an issue, and this is particularly common with the diplomacy systems in strategy games. There's often an issue where the flavor text of the transmission does not necessarily reflect what is happening on the rules layer underneath, but it seems like this may actually be representative. He's just saying, I'm not going to do that right now. We consider a non-aggression pact with me putting like a whole lot of energy on the table? Okay. Yep. Does not align with your plans. Got it. Oh, I didn't pull him. I didn't pull the dislikes off the table there. It probably wouldn't have mattered. It seems pretty clear to me that the AI is just not going to be friendly with us no matter what. They have decided they have a plan. Well, that being the case, we probably want to end up moving some military units back over to the front here, because he's going to cause trouble for us, I suspect. Alright, so we're building ourselves some things. Oh, hey, Claudius Proton. We're familiar with that guy. So, the fact that we know there are 2 assembly players means that we have to care a lot more about our assembly race relation. Yeah, definitely take the reward. He has a lot of the same things to say to us. Yeah, it's a very similar situation. Okay, well, I don't really want to spend any influence here, because obviously we want to use our influence to buy that territory. And that's right, we can't really do anything with him for a couple of turns anyway. Alright, we've unlocked the Wraith. It's flying, but better than the other flying thing. What does this do? Oh right, transport reinforcement. That is totally fine. It's basically okay. Star guides, I mean, we're kind of hoping not to need very much more in the way of military technology. What other tactical operations could we pick up? High impact stun, electrified, arc damage, and then it does damage every turn for the rest of the battle. Well, probably for the rest of the battle. Honestly, that's a pretty good tactical operation, I think. You know what, I'm gonna bring him on. I think we can afford this. Logan has sent us a message. Although opinions may change over time, I believe we should try to maintain our current relations. That's not really what I want to do. I want to be friendly. Claudius and Minte don't really like each other, but somehow they managed to get to non-aggression pact. Well, I want that with you. Could we do that? No? Okay. I don't know how we're going to know when his plans have changed enough that he is willing to accept a deal. That's just like information we're never ever going to have. We might want to be careful about stepping too far away from this part of the shore. I'm just thinking like Hatul Uruk is potentially a real problem in the near future. But I'm going to send this army back home to claim... Actually, you know what? Never mind. We have somebody to claim stuff already. Yeah, let's grab this for Essendar, I guess. I mean, I want to grab naval regions, but we're actually 2 regions under Essendar's cap. Please annex. Yeah, we have some annexing to do. This is described as a low-risk battle rather than a safe battle. You know what? We'll manual it just to make sure nothing silly happens. I can't imagine we're going to have a lot of trouble here, though. I guess to some degree it matters how smart they are. They might be smart enough to take cover more than our previous enemies have. If I step forward, I can just open fire immediately. That feels like it's probably the right thing to do. Why wait for them to come to us when we can shoot them super hard in their faces? We could certainly... Oh, right, not this turn. Sometime in the near future, we could certainly use some tactical operations. I really wish it wouldn't start my Overseer in front of my other units. So that's like 100% of the time not what I want not where I want them to be. Let's maybe have the Overseer run off to here. And I think I'm just gonna put Overwatch on for these guys, because the enemy... I do not foresee this enemy getting close enough to us to do a ton of damage. And who knows, even if he does manage to move forward, maybe we just completely roast him with the Overwatch. And you, sadly, I have no idea what to do with. Alright, stop buffing each other and start running into weapons range, you cowards. Okay, there you go, that's what you're looking for. Would have been cool if we'd gotten him before he had blown that unit back a space, but it'll do. I don't think we're going to be able to kill this thing this turn. I guess we can prod these guys with the Overseer. That might let us get there. Really, I can't quite get close enough to shoot him. Well, that's very sad. Move you to here instead of the space it was trying to move you to. There we go. These guys do have a ranged attack. Yeah, they just have shotguns. I mean, I'm expecting that this dude is going to build a turret. So maybe we can just fly forward. I mean, we'll fly forward and we'll stay in defense mode. We won't move the full distance. And I cannot get a shot. Alright, we'll just close up then. No big surprises there. And we can drop this thing. Yeah, I think let's just drop this thing with the sniper since we can do it in one hit. And then we can challenge these guys with proper gunfire after that. Wow, really great shooting, everybody. Sci-Tech revitalization really is just extremely good. I have to imagine we're going to be able to land at least one shot here. Alright, so we're still working toward properly integrating the Paragon, and once we've done that, we actually have to go find another miner faction to make friends with. A Void Glaive. Chance to cause dimensional instability, plus 20% damage if you ran. Honestly, it doesn't seem great to me. And we don't really have melee heroes anyway, and if we did have melee heroes, I'd want them to punch people with Inferno Fists, because that is the coolest shit. So, sell that. I will take this reward, though. Those dermal patches are pretty good. And do we want to claim the Shiny Alps? They're like the regular Alps, except, you know, they're shiny. Also, they're shiny. Now, we'll grab this for Alsneth next. Oh, my reputation went up. Maybe that'll help. We need one more turn. Oh, actually, the negotiation cost here went up. I'm assuming it's increasing with like the perceived quality of the settlement. Like as that goes up, it gets more expensive as it like builds more buildings and stuff. All right, new guy. What do you do now? Oh, the Center for Mental Acuity is not actually... Is it like a forward base? I don't know. Let's get over there and see what's up. We might be able to have them become something a little bit different. And then, do we want to build another colonizer? So we're about to have control of this. I mean, it looks like we may not actually need another colonizer. Mostly what I need to do is actually get control of these colonies. If we did build another colonizer, I mean, like, we could go across the ocean over here, but that's just going to get us into a war with Huttle. Yeah, maybe this is not a good time for another colonizer. So what would we build instead? Oh, there's still a bunch of pretty basic stuff, actually. We lost everything here. It's probably yeah, it's a farm. There's almost no food generation in this area. It's definitely a bummer that they don't remember what we had there before. I am certainly not paying 45 influence for an operation. But let's have a Soulfire prepped. Now that we're not in a place where I have to worry about our energy. I think, am I counting right? Is this the turn where we could talk to Claudius Proton? Claudius declared war on Hattel. Well, that might be good for us, actually. We might be able to work that. Because it's more important for us to make friends with the, Oh, this is a shame. Let's manual combat. Yeah, it's definitely more important for us to make friends with the assembly players, since our race relations will mean that one of their opinions of us will affect the other's opinion more. So what do we actually have here? We have a pretty straightforward frigate militia. Okay, so an AoE attack that does pretty okay damage. Or a decent repeating. You're the same unit. And then you are one of those gunships. Well, naval units don't get Overwatch, so it doesn't really help us to not move forward. Just, like, move over to cover, I guess. And they just have 3 frigates. They're also moving to cover, but my guess is if I don't advance on them, they will just advance on us. So maybe that's all we want to do? Or with this guy moving forward the way he moved forward, maybe we could just go in on him. So let me think here. We could do a diversion projector. We could spirit flash him. Honestly, a nice cheap arc discharge might be the right move. Oh, we will not get any stagger, though. Our C units... They're stagger immune, in fact. The hard light module seems pretty good. Except that it only affects laser weapons, and it kind of seems like he... Oh, okay, the Inferno Shell is classed as a laser weapon, even though it is, you know, a shell and everything. That's pretty weird. How much damage is this? Wow. Really poor, actually. Shooting him with the rocket would be 14 damage. Yeah, I mean, it's better to do this. Well, it's better to do this if they all hit. Whatever. We'll save the rocket for a time when I can easily hit more than one enemy with it, which it looks like probably will happen. Alright, easy enough. This is going to end up with me out in the open, but does give me the best chance of getting the job done. That feels like it's got to put us in a good place, right? And then I think maybe we arc discharge just for like the little bit of damage. Because we're no longer in a place where we have to be preserving our energy quite as much as we were before. Boy, that's a long animation. And he... Oh, okay. They did not choose to just do the same thing. If they had both just attacked him like that, I think they'd probably kill him, so... huge error. Really, really bad play. Okay, you have to be pretty close to get this off, and honestly... Yeah, this is more average damage. Can we... Nope, if I move back to cover, I lose my shot entirely. Never mind. It's not true, I just had to have the shot ability selected. Yeah, we're probably going to lose this ship, but actually it's almost certainly fine. You know, it's just militia. They're not even real units. You would think more enemies might be a little bit, I don't know, discouraged by the fact that we appear to have access to an ion cannon. Nobody seems to care. Alright, we've left him no ground to go to, and so he has spawned fish? Did he just, like, poop fish into the ocean? What is this? An auto torpedo. Well, that doesn't feel like a thing that I care about, if I'm being honest. Yeah, problem solved. You probably want to launch your slow-moving torpedoes from further away, a position where the enemy can't just trivially shoot it while not even losing any damage on you. What do I know about naval combat, though? Until Uruk is, you've wronged me in the past, we hereby declare war on you. Okay, no big surprise. Well, being at war with him might generate us some positive reputation with the other players. He is now marked as untrustworthy. He declared war on a high reputation commander. Interesting. Fabricated a Casus Belli. He declared war with a normal Casus Belli. Broke a non-aggression pact in order to do so. Man, this dude is not trustworthy. Alright, well you do you. You can declare war on me if you want. You should probably ask how the war went with the last person that I ended up fighting. We're definitely going to want to refocus some of our military up here. That's what this army can do, I guess. Just get running. Alright, the Soulfire is prepped, which is a good thing for us. We are distrusted by Kirko. That's fine. They'll come around. Everybody always does. Penster is still unhappy. Like, really unhappy. That is a problem we are working on. It's not one that's actually going to be easy to solve, though. Okay, Essendar has an unexploited sector. We have some things ready to prime. Let's get you moving very carefully out over the ocean. Let's actually annex this definitely to Alsneth, not to Penster, because Penster... there's some chance that we're just going to remove Penster. What would it be to negotiate these guys off of this? 48? That's pretty inconvenient. And over here it's 75 now, so we're not even going to get it next turn. That is a real shame. Well, your job, I suppose, is just to be up here and prepare for Hatit Laruk to come across the ocean. I'd be lying if I said that that was my intent when we moved him up there, but I think we're going to end up being really happy that he's up there. It doesn't feel to me like it makes a lot of sense to build these right now. I guess there are some units that come out of these that we're not familiar with. I would actually like to see some Wraiths in action. High-tier flying units seem like they can be pretty powerful sometimes. And just like in general, tier 3 units. Pretty good. Let's prime ourselves a monitor. I want to be able to keep an eye on the shore over here a little bit better. And in fact, I would love to prime another one of those for next turn. We'll just establish a line of listening stations in the water. Okay, I know we have an unexploited sector. I want to do energy with that, right? Yeah, probably. And, you know, production would not be terrible. We have one of each. It has opportunity for both of them. What typing is this? Arid and mountainous. Yeah, let's do energy. It's possible that I'm overcommitting on energy now, like hyper-correcting, but energy is definitely more important than I thought it was. More important than I was giving it credit for early on. And let's go have a chat with what's his face? With Claudius Proton. So I still really don't want to spend any influence on him, but we have a common enemy. Okay, how about... We only just met. I'm not ready to change the course of our relationship just yet. You know what? I think that's a more positive message than we've gotten from any of the other players. Do we get any opinion stuff with him for... It doesn't look like it. Claudius Proton shares a distrusted race relation with us. The race we're distrusted by is the Kirko. Does he not... I'm confused why that's a negative modifier. Shouldn't it be positive if we have common enemies? Okay, well, we'll deal with him in a little bit. I think we want to bank some influence here. I think we want to focus. We have lots and lots of territory to claim. I wonder what happened to the marauders that ran down toward Laviash after the end of the war with Aya. Seems like they maybe just disappeared. Okay, that's exactly what I was hoping wouldn't happen. So now we have to try to get our colony ship to avoid damage for long enough. The only way we're going to be able to do the thing here. It's a shame we don't have a lot of ability to affect enemy movement with our tactical operations. These guys are all stagger-proof. Is that true? Yes, they are. Then, yeah, we don't really have anything that we can do here. I guess just keep running. Was it 4 rounds last time? 4 rounds without taking damage that caused us to be able to win the battle with the runner? It does feel like these guys are a little bit... The speed differential is not so much in my favor this time. We still might be able to do this. Yeah, so we try to get him weaving through the rocks, and then we cut to the east. Ah, this one's a little smarter. A little too smarter. If we throw a negate on my unit, it won't take any damage. I'm not actually sure what the rules are for escapes here. But, like, as it stands right now, we could only make it to here. That's definitely within firing range. Yeah, the deck gun has an 8-tile range. So I'm just going to try it. Let's see. Negate. I cannot be damaged. Because I believe the message we got the message we got during that battle where we managed to just run away with our runner was that it had been too long since a friendly unit had been damaged, not that it had been too long since one was attacked. I'm just hoping that, that it will work out here. It looks like maybe it's not going to, though. Because I really thought turn 4 was the critical turn last time. Yeah, that's a shame. Did not say... Okay, I guess we didn't even get a status. I did that because I thought we had taken on the burning status effect. Nah, we're not going to be able to run away now. They're too fast. Let me flee! So negate does not allow you to cheat and run away more than you would ordinarily be able to run away. Yeah, okay. Is there a surrender button? Well, auto combat's not exactly what I wanted. It's going to resolve pretty quickly either way, I think. They're actually not doing a great job of dealing damage to me. There we go. Torpedo got there eventually. You know, you guys can just use your deck guns. Okay, there we go, finally. Well, that is a thing that we were trying to avoid. Fortunately, the landmasses are close enough together that if we just moved the colonizer to the edge of our landmass and had it wait there until a new turn, with a full turn's worth of movement, it could absolutely make it over without having to stop in the water. So that's what we'll do next time. Wait, I'm not currently at war, right? Like... No, I am. There's no, I'm so used to, in a lot of strategy games, you get communications about, you know, I'm going to declare war on you, but then there's also an actual notification of war. It does not do quite the same thing here. The communication is the notification, which is an okay way to do things. It's just different than I'm used to. The Beacon of Truth unlocks the Declaration of Truth Doomsday weapon. Man, we could just build some Doomsday weapons. I don't know if that's necessarily what we need to be doing. Cerebral Submission unlocks the Subjugator. We can have a hero fly around in a magic subjugation chair. I mean, I'd be lying if I said that that didn't sound really cool. Yeah, sure. Let's try to see that in action. Okay, what is there for you to do now? We could go and grab an ocean region. I don't know that we want to grab an ocean region right in front of the Kirko, though. I guess your thing is just go somewhere and play defense for the moment? You get up here and help him play defense. It really seems like a two-person job. It would be 48, and I guess we're not really low on Cosmite right now. This is not mission critical. We do need to keep somebody by the teleporter. I don't know if the AI knows how to use them, but that teleporter is pretty important to us. We have to wait one more turn on that. We are definitely going to deploy our monitor. Just keep an eye on him, right? I swear, we're on a mission of peace, he shouted into the settlement as he sat outside with a huge gun. Optimization Control Agency does give you a cost reduction on buying anything out, not just troops. I'm wondering if in the capital this might be a better way to go. Then again, in the capital, we might have to produce units now that we're at war with a player who is to our northeast. Capital might become an important unit production area. Or we could just build ourselves some hydroponic farms. You know what? Let's get the ability to build more units first. Down here in Laviesh, we have a ton of stuff to build. May as well queue both of these, because we're going to need them both. Do we have any other ops that I want to prep? I mean, we should have a deploy monitor ready to go pretty much always, I guess. So this turn we will grab that colony down there. That'll give us even better race relations. It'll make people generally think that we are not only murderous monsters. I mean, we are murderous monsters. There's no two ways about that. But there's other stuff going on too. Who did what here? The Autonom. Oh, hey guys, we seek collaboration. I love collaboration. Preparing response. Mente Stygian, we'd be happy to collaborate for the bettering. Yeah, okay, let's receive a quest. Go kill guys. Hey, I'm great at those. And a message from the Paragon. Yeah, sure. Holographic overlays, that's not even 2 entire turns of research. That's a nice easy one. I mean, I don't know, maybe I don't need to be over here. I'm not really sure what to have some of these armies doing right now. Where is the army that was over here? Hold on a second. You. Okay. Their banner is just completely hidden by the city banner. I mean, this makes us 6 units, right? May as well merge up. And then we can kill these guys and take the production stockpile. That's something to do. Hattel denounced Logan, which is fine. I'm going to deploy a monitor over here. Just keeping an eye on things, you know? Do we even want to put down another monitor, though? I guess it doesn't hurt us to have vision. And then we're going to prep even another monitor. Okay, here we can do this. Okay, where are we at with the Paragon? Because we got to get this Paragon thing wrapped up so we can start focusing on the Autonom. We need 20 more favor. 20 favor could be achieved pretty easily through some of this stuff. What are we going to get for this quest? We'll get 10 right there. Okay, so we're going to be able to cap these guys out pretty soon. I don't really care about this. Logan insulted my empire, cannot be trusted, etc. Ataluruk completed the Spy Master. Hey, what a surprise. He's out here just being a huge asshole to everyone. We are accepted with the Vanguard. We are starting to get people to see us as friendly, I think. Guess we could wait in this space. It's a little bit better. And you probably do just hang out. I mean, we need to keep expanding. So what do I want to grab for... Huh. What do I want to grab for Alzneth next? That's the direction we should be going in, right? This Devil's Cauldron is okay? Hold on, give me the economy layout. Yeah, Devil's Cauldron has that repair station. Over here we have an Ion Storm, so we would really want to be able to get rid of that before we took this over. Alright, I'm going to have these guys temporarily fall back to here, and if Hataluruk uses that teleporter while we're distracted, then I'm going to be sad. It seems like he's pretty busy, frankly. This is a nice, fertile area. May as well upgrade the fertility. Lavi Ash can annex something. Where is... We'd have these guys help with that. Oh, we need to re-annex this sector. Okay. So we're most of the way done on this quest already. We will have enough influence to buy something from them that gives us 10 favor in like 2 turns. But maybe we don't want to do it that way. Maybe we want to try to get them to give us another quest or something, because we're going to need to have enough influence to get their dwelling, right? That's important. Claudius Proton is trying to infiltrate my operations center. Hey, buddy, could you maybe not do that? Well, I'm hoping that will for Essendar. No, I don't want to do that for Essendar. That's right. We need to wait until Alzneth hits 16 population. Will doing the quest for the Autonom actually reduce our reputation with the other players? Because that was the thing that we saw last game. Right, we had a message pop up to that effect, but I don't know if that's always the case or if it's only sometimes. I don't want to mess with it right now. But it could be the case that like certain factions are certain minor factions are more adversarial than others, and so they're less likely to they will like it less when you help others. Go ahead and build me a hydroponic farm. That sounds pretty okay. That's a pretty great reward for just moving onto a tile. Get a whole free building. So you're just going to chill out for a minute. Going to be a couple of turns. And over here, we really got to get the basics done. We are closer to sources of food on this side. Actually, I think industry makes a lot of sense on this one. Get yourselves a central replicator. Oh, I should probably like end the video, huh? Claudius publicly complimented you. Let's do a little bit of negotiation with Claudius. We'll have a look at the situation with the Paragon, and then we'll wrap things up. We might be able to get Claudius on side. If we can, that's going to help us with Logan. And then maybe what this ends up being is just the Syndicate and the Okay, yeah, take the reward, definitely. Just the Syndicate and the Kirko, slowly taking over the planet and driving everybody else out. Okay, the Autonom, it is going to work that way. Doing quests for other factions will damage your relationship with this faction. That's fine. I'm not too worried about it. So, given that, how would you feel about an upgrade in our diplomatic relationship? And I'll forget about that thing that you got caught doing. How about this? Ah, that's a shame. I really thought we, does not align with my plans is maybe my least favorite phrase. What if I gave you even more energy? Okay, what if we only do the non-aggression pact part of it. And it is impossible to be friends with people. Alright, we'll figure this out next episode. I guess the last thing is, let's have a quick look at the Paragon. So, we need 10 more favor until we hit the next state. And then once we hit that, we want to spend 90 influence. Okay, purchase ownership of this dwelling can only be done if you have a colony near the sector that can accept the dwelling as a sector. Owning a dwelling means only you and your allies can interact with it. Tooltip's not up for long enough. In addition, a dwelling sector counts as a fully upgraded sector in a single resource. So if we spend influence pushing our relationship up, then we're going to have to... we're going to end up buying this later. I would really like it if they just gave us another quest, which I assume they will do soon. So probably what we'll do is we'll bank influence to be able to buy their dwelling. We need to take over Mirabel Station for Penster so that... but Penster won't be able to accept the dwelling until it gets to 12 population as well. And then it's Penster, so that's awkward. Well, maybe having the dwelling will help. This seems like an okay time to go and get better colony infrastructure. It also seems like an okay time to go to Essendar and queue up a Xena Relations Division. I think that's going to end up mattering a whole lot. And then that's probably where we ought to call it for today. So, thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time. Tomorrow, we are going to make our first actual steps toward the diplomatic victory part of our diplomatic victory game. I know, so far, it has looked a lot like the last game. This is where the changes come in. And we'll see you then.